Hi guys, hope you're well and you've been having a really good journaling week and you are continuing to be inspired by the world around you. Do you remember back in the first video I did and where I kind of introduced this little mini series about finding your inspiration? I said that sometimes you journal because you want to document things, you journal for this, you journal for that, you journal because you have found inspiration in the world around you and you want to journal about that. Well, I also said that sometimes you want to journal just because you feel like creating and you have no idea what you want to do or how you're going to do it. And I today am having one of those days, so I figured I might as well pick up the camera. As you can see, I'm hand holding, doing it vlog, and I've got the world's squeakiest chair because when I sort of hand hold and I talk, like, you know, I wiggle a lot in this chair. I normally sit in a different chair when I'm filming videos where I put my camera on the tripod so it doesn't squeak. Yes, so I am in the mood to do something creative. I haven't got the foggiest what, and I know, like, this must happen to other people as well, and also some people would probably like to know that when you don't have inspiration, what kind of do you do when you know you want to do something. So I thought again I'd pick up the camera and just go through that. So, but before I can do anything, I have to tidy my desk because it is a bomb site, and I will, shall I show you? I will show you, okay? My computer is there. And this, guys, is what my desk currently looks like. So there is no room for me to do anything whatsoever. So before I do anything, I have to tidy that lot up, basically. And actually, sometimes tidying your desk is a really, really, really good way of starting to get inspiration, because sometimes there are things that you uncover on your desk that you know, you may think, oh, I want to use that, or I haven't, you know, let's use that medium, or what have you. Example things that are on my desk, like I save packaging and stuff like that. This is a advertisement that came through the mail for Sky TV, and I really liked the Minions on it, so I saved it. And I'm always saving scraps and bits and bobs like that. So under this slot somewhere there may be some more stuff that you know, I want to go through. There may be some stuff under there that I can use, or something may just spark my imagination or something. So I do sometimes do that, like clear my desk, or I go on Pinterest for a while, which is quite dangerous because you can get lost for hours on Pinterest. Or I'll just, like, you know, most of my art and craft stuff is all in this lot, as you know, because you've probably seen my tour. Like, this is my lesser used products, supplies. So, you know, sometimes I'll just, like, pull this drawer out and pick something out, like these Cosmic Shimmer sprays or something. Or what else have I got in here? What else? Oh, that's clay in there. I don't really feel like doing anything with clay. What's in here? Oh, like the sticks. Maybe I could use these for kind of mark making or stenciling or something like that. What are these? Oh, oil pastels. These are rubbish though. These are really, 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 really cheap oil pastels. But you know what I mean? Sometimes I just pull something out and think, oh yeah, I'll use that. In this pencil case, I have saved all of the wrappers that came on my watercolours. I don't know why I saved them, I just did. I've never used them, but you know, maybe maybe one day I'll do like a collage out of them or something. This I sometimes use as a stencil. You get the drift, my dears, you get the drift. So let's put that back in. That's heavy. So I'm going to tidy my desk and see if that draws any inspiration. If not, I'll resort to pulling supplies out of the drawer and see what it leads to. But I shall let you know anyway. Tidy desk. I feel like I can do something again. And this is tidy for me, or some people call it like organised chaos. But at least I can see my desk and I've got some space to work now, which is fab. And in doing so, I found these and I actually forgot about them. They are magazine pages that I've saved. Now, why? I don't actually get any magazines. I very rarely buy them. I just don't read them. If I'm at home, I tend to read a book or blog posts, and I tend to do that when I'm on holiday as well, take a book or read blog posts. But now and then if I'm going to the beach I'll buy a magazine, but I very rarely buy magazines, so I never have magazines to work with. And occasionally some people, like my mother-in-law, she reads magazines, sometimes she'll give them to me to cut up. Every now and then, like, she gives me a magazine and I pull out stuff from there that kind of I like the look of, and I save them. And this particular, well, these particular pages were on my desk under some of the ephemera that I had from the weekend and the week and everything else. So that was really good. I found them, so I think I'm going to use them because I've got them. And I really like this lady. I think this is a really cool picture. So I think I'm going to do some collage in my journal. I've got my journal out. So I've got my messy top on. I had my messy top on to start with. So I usually wear a messy top when I'm cleaning or I'm going to do some art stuff, because I never know if you're going to suddenly get out the glue and the acrylics, and I have a tendency to get it all over myself. So I have my messy top on. So I think I'm just going to do some collage and see where it takes me. So I guess let's get cracking. Okay guys, so I'm at the point now where you just saw me put some scrap bits of paper down and I've glued her down, and I really love her as she is, but then part of me wants to kind of do things to her. Like, there's a lovely lady on YouTube, her name is Packer Dye, and she does a lot of collage work, and she very often like colours her images in and like will put like cheeks and lips and things on, and she's very talented at it, and that's not something that I'm massively experienced at. And like a lot of people, sometimes I um and ah and I um and ah and I um and ah, thinking, if I do that, am I going to ruin it? If I you know, all that kind of stuff. So basically it is your journal and you could do whatever you want to do. Sometimes I overthink things and worry about it, when actually who cares if I ruin it, because the whole point of this is, for me today, is to have fun. I had nothing particularly, as you know, that I wanted to journal about. It's just creative for creating's sake. So I really enjoyed just sticking these papers down, and as long as I've enjoyed it, then that to me is a journal page well accomplished. So I'm just going to sit with that for a bit and you know, see whether I want to do anything to her face or not. The answer will come to me at some point. Desk is messy again, guys, but it's working messy, and that's the thing with my desk, it always goes backwards and forwards, messy, not messy, messy, not messy. But anyway, never mind. So I'm at the point now where I'm not sure what I want to do with the page, where I want to take it, if I want to take it any further, and all that kind of stuff. And I like to put quotes, well, I really like to put writing on a journal page. And I usually write about whatever art I've done, or kind of whatever's influenced me at the time. But today, nothing is coming to me. There's nothing particular that I want to journal about. So I think I'm going to put like a quote or something on there, but I don't know what. So what I do now is I go to Pinterest. So let's go to Pinterest. Cool. And oh my goodness, some really lovely things come up when you, well, they do on my Pinterest because I follow some amazing people, but like, for example, for future things, like, I love this, that is so cute, that little fox. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin that onto my art and craft inspiration, so that like in future times, if I'm ever at a point where I need some inspiration, I've got a board that I can go to. So oh, that looks nice. Anyway, so I've got a board for inspirational words. I have a board for, I have lots of boards basically on my Pinterest, but I have a board that I have full of people's art journal pages that I really like, and I have a board for art and craft inspiration, and I also have a board full of quotes and words and things that I really like, you know, and that I might want to go back to. So I'm just going to go and take a look at some of those and see if anything kind of takes my fancy or sparks my imagination where I'd like to take that page further. So I'll just go have a little look for a while. But I also wanted to mention that I want a quote not only that resonates with me today as I'm feeling now, but also that will go with the page that I have created. So what I mean is, for example, I really love this quote, which is, "You are the bubbles to my bath." I think that's really cute. I really like it, but it's not sitting with me quite right for that image, because that's not what that image is about. So yeah, I just want to find something that both resonates with me at this moment in time of how I'm feeling today, and also something that goes with that particular image that I'm using. Okay, so I think I found one. It happens to be one of the top ones. I'm going to go for this one. "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." That's by Eleanor Roosevelt, and as it happens, it was pinned by my husband, who has a blog, and his blog and YouTube channel is Wholesome Day. That happens to be purely coincidental that I am using that today, just so you know. So that's probably what I'm going to use. But if I couldn't find one, that I liked, then I would just go to Pinterest and maybe, I don't know, search for inspiring quotes, or quotes of wonder, or magical quote, something like that. Whatever was kind of gelling with me on that day. I didn't want to say resonating, because I've said resonating a few times. So that's what I'm going to do, and I just need to work out now how I'm going to put the quote on the page and how I'm going to decorate it and such. Guys, I've changed my mind on the quote. For you, it's only like 1 second since we spoke, but for me, it's a little while longer. Still the same day, but a little while longer. And I don't know. Yes, I admit I'm an overthinker, and things happen, and I dwell on things, and just going back to last week's post on journaling the bad stuff, sometimes that lets us, you know, sometimes it gets to us, and some stuff goes on all the time. And so I found this quote, and I'm thinking that might suit the mood that I'm in and also the image, and it's quite faint, so I'll read it. It says, "Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about." And I like the quote, and I think it really works well with the image. I'll show you the image and I'll read the quote again. So, "Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about." And I like that. I do like that. But where I'm struggling at the moment is that a negative comment? You know, is that a negative quote? And and sometimes I think, do I want to do a negative quote, or do I want to find something that's more positive? So, I mean, I really enjoyed collaging, and so do I want to find something that's more uplifting and motivating for me to match the enjoyment that I had with the collage? Or do I find a quote that's, yes, potentially matches what's going on in life at the moment, but also matches the picture? And that's kind of where I think I'm an overthinker. I admit it. I'm an overthinker. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, I'm only sharing that with you because I'm literally just sharing with you kind of my life and my influences and how it influences my journal. So that's the only reason I'm rambling and sharing this and opening up to you. So it does sometimes make me feel a bit vulnerable, but it's at a level that I'm comfortable sharing, and it's just what happens in my head. And yeah, I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna go. But anyway, it's just for purposes of showing you how what goes on in and around my head kind of influences my journal. So I might just do a bit more on the computer and think about that quote for a bit more. Did I mention I'm an overthinker? Right, guys, I just had a light bulb moment. Going with my overthinkingness, I decided to put overthinker quote into Instagram, and it came up with two that I absolutely like and I think is perfect for the situation, and I am probably going to use both of them. So the first one I really like is this one, and it says, "Overthinking ruins you, ruins the situation, twists things around, makes you worry, and just makes everything much worse than it actually is." I think that is brilliant and very true to my situation. And the next one I like, and I'm going to use, is this one. "Nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so," by William Shakespeare. And I think that's really fitting because obviously we went to Shakespeare's Globe last week. So I am going to use both of those quotes in my artwork. Just shows you sometimes that it's like you want to create. You really want to create, you want to do something creative, but it doesn't always come easy to you. Sometimes you have to push that creativity, and sometimes you don't. And some people may say, well, why are you pushing yourself if you don't know what you want to do? But then there's just something that makes you want to create. It's that kind of moment away from your life. It's that moment where you can just be yourself and do what you want to do and only please yourself, which is that moment of creating, that moment with your journal. And that's what it's like for me sometimes. Like, I just want to do something. I just want that time of reflection, or that time of just chillaxing with my journal and just creating. And that's where I'm at the moment, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. So let's get doing it. Less talking, more creating. right then, my dears, that's it. That's my page done. I feel good, I feel better, and it's been good, it's been therapeutic, I've enjoyed it, it's made me think about not overthinking. It's just the way it is, you can't always help what you like, you are what you are, and yes, there we go. I hope you enjoyed seeing my process, even though it's kind of doesn't come easy, shall we say, but that's, you know, that's kind of what I'm sharing with you, that the inspiration doesn't always strike you. Sometimes you've got to work for it, and sometimes you want to create but you don't have the inspiration, all that kind of stuff. So I hope that's been a little bit useful for you, and you have a great journaling week, and I shall see you soon. Take care, bye bye.